Thanks, guys, for that. And I guess if we look in the portfolio, was there a big surprise this year in the way that something reacted or perhaps didn't react?
Well, I mean, the most immediate one is, and if you've seen the numbers coming out of Lowe's today and Home Depot yesterday, I am just absolutely shocked by how well those businesses have done the past quarter. We bought Lowe's in late March and started building a position there, and unfortunately kind of went up very quickly before we bought a lot, just because we were trying to average in. And then we sold it because it hit what we thought was the upper end of fair value, and it kept going. And now that we know how well the business has done in Q2, obviously, again, benefit of hindsight, we sold too soon, obviously. So that was a surprise. Obviously, not a very consequential one. Vestas, how well it's held up in terms of deliveries during kind of lockdown measures surprised me. I wouldn't have expected them to do so well. I think things like healthcare, whether it's Johnson & Johnson or LabCorp, not doing well in many areas of their businesses because people are afraid to go to the hospital. And I think I underestimated how much of a drop we'll see. I know in the UK you saw emergency room visits go down by half during lockdown. I underestimated how much you'll see of that. It turns out that people really didn't need to go. And I guess the biggest one, and this one is still unfolding because we don't know what's going to happen later this year, is how little Berkshire has done the past several months. They've been net sellers of everything. They've built up a lot of cash. Now, it may be that the market moved too quickly for them to do anything, but I would have expected them to do more than what they've done. And I guess it's too early to judge because we don't know what's going to happen next year and the year after. And who knows? Maybe they're right and everyone else is wrong. So we'll see at this one. But I was surprised by how little they've done. Aubrey?
Yeah, so similarly surprised on LabCorp and J&J. I suppose also slightly surprised by Nordstrom. Just how badly investors have taken it, because it does seem to me quite clear that as so much capacity leaves this industry, that can only be good in terms of market share. And especially when you look at some other terrible businesses, there are some really, really terrible businesses which are doing very, very well. Some businesses that clearly have nothing behind them. I mean, there's an educational business called GSX, which is up multiple times, and it's been proven that there is nothing there. That it's another one of these China frauds. And I can't reconcile in my head really sometimes how something like that, it's now got a market cap of 20 billion. How has it attracted that much capital when other good businesses, perhaps in our portfolio, have not? It is what it is, and I'm comfortable with what we own. So yeah, I'm happier with happier owning Nordstrom that's down 60 than something that's up.
Yeah, I mean, Nordstrom is a tough one because so far we've been right about its kind of industry position. It's massively outperformed its competitors, massively, not even close. But the whole industry has been a shit show. So it potentially is hard to do well when the industry isn't doing well, even if you're really good at it. So we'll see how it goes. Obviously, we've been wrong about the price this year, and now that we know what happened during COVID, but I guess who could have predicted? Back to you, Mark.